Now then, welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. How are you all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I finished off from where we left off last episode. I've got the second thermal lilies set up over here. Thermal lilies do overheat. That's a thing that we've got to consider with thermal lilies. They do overheat. They will get the larva the first time they're placed, and then they will overheat after they've spread their mana in large bursts. But they do produce a lot of mana, which is awesome. And this, I've been checking to make sure, but this is very much not activating my LP network at all. It's not putting any pressure on the amount of LP I get for killing mobs over there all day, every day. And that's with both of them running. That's pretty cool. So, with all the things that I've got running for Blood Magic constantly, I'm still well in with how much LP I'm producing at the minute. Down here underneath, I had a little play around with some hydrangeas, and I used up these floating flowers. I have tested out many theories, I have checked any eye, I've looked around, and even in the book itself, even in the Lexica Botania, the Lexica Botania tells us how to do glimmering flowers. Put the glowstone dust, make a block, put some dirt, pasteur seeds, and turn it into a floating island, combine any colour of floating flower with any flower that has an effect, any functional or generating flower, in a crafting table, and it will join the two, allowing both the look and the properties of the floating flower, and the effects of the flower chosen in one block. Lastly, right-clicking, blah, 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 blah. So, the crafting recipe is just not there. It's either disabled or there's a problem with it, but regardless, I have I've done this little water source thing. We've got a 2x2 water there, a 2x2 and a 2x2 next to each other there, and a 2x2 there, and my 4 hydrangeas are on the corners, so they keep taking infinite water and converting it into mana. They're connected to the spreaders just above, over here, and those spreaders are receiving mana from water. At the same time, they've also got these 2 daisies, these day blooms, that I got rewarded after doing some quests and stuff, a quest reward. So I plonked them up here as well. They're also connected in, and these 2. So yeah, we're getting a lot of mana coming in. Still not backlogged yet. It still hasn't been running long enough to backlog, but there's quite a bit of mana in there. That's pretty good. And what I can do now, I've put all my Botania stuff in this chest over here. What I can do now is I say, right, well, I need some new drones or something. I can just place that down for a bit. Or I need some more essence, some ethereal essence. I'll place that down for a bit. Or whatever it happens to be that I'm doing, I can place it down. Like, if I need some more Botania flowers, I'll place the jaded down and then get some more Botania flowers. That's literally just here. I've got a hopper hock in there somewhere as well, haven't I? I think I put my hopper hock in there. Maybe I'll put it somewhere else. I'll put the hopper hock somewhere. So yeah, that Botania setup's pretty good now. I'm quite pleased with it. I've got one central area that I do things in, and that's it. I can put my runic altar down to get blasts of energy from them whenever I feel like it as well. It's all good. It's all good. And I'm pleased with the setup for right now. I will keep adding to it as we progress, the same as I'll keep adding to that section and all that. I just keep adding on stuff, don't I? I'll just keep doing that constantly. But today, I would like to work on something that I've been progressing towards for a very long time. I've been progressing towards it. I don't know if I'm going to complete it today, but I'm progressing towards it for a very long time. All of this essence that we've been collecting and working on for a little while is actually required for what I've been aiming for. If we have a look in here, we can see that I have got quite a stash of, well, far too much of, a lot of Essentia in here. I need to start limiting this. I need to start reducing this down, but that's a lot of Terra and Pedicio, because we've got 2 things using cobblestone constantly and storing it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these out because I don't want these doing any of this anymore. I'm going to take it all out. Yeah, I'm going to take that out as well. I'm going to stop production from this side of things. I don't need any raw Essentia this way, so I'm going to take out all the things and make sure it stops producing more Essentia that it literally cannot handle anymore. It can't fill anymore. I'm going to have to come up with some idea for void jars and things like that, but for right now, I just want to make sure that things are progressing right. Yeah, look at all that terror that's coming in there and all that Ignis there. There's an idea overall that I had this set up for. Making infinite water crystals and putting them away again. And then making balance shards and then turning the balance shards into any other shard type I wanted. And then turning those shards into Essentia and making the whole process self-repeatable for as much as I need it to be. Yeah, that's something that I'm planning on doing still. I still want to do that. However, I'm going to smelt these down because I need some more Aram for something I'm doing today. I've also been working on the nodes, and the nodes have still been zapping each other. This one I think is now my primary node. It's looking pretty good. And this node is feeding it. This node had all 5 primary aspects, I believe, and it's already been zapped out completely for a few. Now, another thing in the comments was about saving this so it can regen. And I think the only way I can move these nodes so that they will regen and stop zapping is by using a blood magic teleposer. So I figured that would be a good place to start. Start on the teleposer and quickly craft one of those. I've got a level 4 place over here, so I should be okay. I think all I have to do is put in some ender pearls. Yeah, let's take a stack of ender pearls. Oh, server backup. That's giving me a little bit of lag. Right, let's take that over here. And everything else working properly? Yeah. I turned off my ore generation, which is why the tree farms also stopped working. I don't need any more wood in my AE system, and I don't need any more ores in my AE system. I've been running them for so long now, I really don't need to carry on running them. Let's put those in there. We put 1 in, and it looks like there's 2 in. Kind of. There we go, and take that. I wanted these teleposition focus. I think I need 1 to make a teleposer, and then I need 1 to place in a teleposer. So I need to make 2 teleposers, so I'm definitely going to need at least 3. I'm thinking of making a ton more than this. I'm thinking of making a ton more than just 3. But I'm going to make the first 3, and then I'll come back and make some more if it works the way I think it's supposed to work. Now, I've never used a teleposer before, but I'm pretty sure it's simple enough. We've got that and that. Was it these as well? Yeah, there we go. Teleposers. Let's throw those into there. We're going to take 1, 2 teleposers and a teleposer focus. I'll throw those away now as well. And I'll put those back, even though I'll use them again later. And we need a lever to action it. I think that's how it works anyway. Okay, so I don't know if these are removable once I've used them, but they're kind of clever. What I want to do is I want to move this node here, that's currently the feeding node. It's lost another 2 Ignis, you see. It's given another bit towards those. This is growing nicely, but I want to be able to move this away so that it will, at some point, regenerate itself so I can keep feeding the other one. So, if I move it back 1, it's within 4. None of the others, all of the others are right in the corners. And that one was the first one I placed, and I placed it like this. And now it's still zapping things across to that one. So I want to move it back a space. So if I put it there, it should work. I think. I don't know. I think. Right, so we right-click on that. That gives it a position. Yes, it gives it the coordinates and all that. Then I put that into there. And do I flick this lever? No. Do I put it on the other one then? Yes. There we go, look. So now it teleports it between the 2. So I can move this node one block away, so it should stop zapping. And that should allow it to regrow itself. Regrow. Hopefully, regrow. Well, it's already on 8. And I'm pretty sure it was on 6 when I had it over there a second ago. So, yeah, that's good. So this can now regen a lot of these things over here. Right? And I'm wondering now if I could have another node teleposer that can be basically under each other node, and I can just flick them to swap the places so that I can keep feeding this from these guys. This one probably, yeah. Keep feeding this from these, keep moving them around. I do want to kind of stabilize that so it can't get taken by these things, and that's something that's in the Thaumcraft. I need to get to this Viz charging relay stuff. I need to get to Viz relaying, because in Energistics I've got a Viz relay interface thing that I can do, where I can then use Viz from nodes in crafting in my applied Energistics system. I think that's how it works. So I need to progress through this kind of stuff, and I want to get through some of this bits and pieces today, and I want to make sure that I can do it. I've got node stabilizers everywhere for these things. Everything seems to need node stabilizers that I want to use. There's a node stabilizer there, so I think I need to prepare up and get everything I need. This is Terra and Ordo and Aqua. I should have plenty of that. That's 32 each. Should have plenty of that. I want to just make all the crafting together and craft up some items so that I can test out these things here. What we got? Yeah, tons. We got plenty of it to make as many as I want, so that's good. So I'm going to make a couple of node stabilizers, maybe 4 or 5. It's only blocks of quartz. Arcane stones aren't too hard. Pistons aren't too hard. I can make some night ore quickly. I want to make many of those because they're going to be used in this recipe as well, which is a very dangerous recipe apparently. This is why I needed the Arum. So I could have an advanced node stabilizer for the main node that I'm going to be trying to breed up, as it were. And this prevents lesser nodes from having their Viz drained, but it does allow stabilized nodes to drain the Viz from lesser ones. So it will prevent the node that's above it from being drained, but it will still allow it to drain other nodes, which is exactly what I want. Whereas a normal node stabilizer prevents draining of Viz from other nodes, or being drained in turn. So it just prevents all draining. So while these node stabilizers may be useful for the other nodes, I really need them to be turned off and onable and things like that, so I can mess around with it a little bit more. And once I've got an ideal node, then I can start doing the Viz relaying and stuff, and have Viz in here and have auto crafting in Thaumcraft. I think that would be pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to start doing some crafting, and I'll be back in a bit. Another thing that I'm kind of desperately after is an infusion provider. I've been using these Essentia providers down below, and they are awesome. They're just perfectly awesome. Took quite a bit to make a load though. This one, I've got other components. I've got some Salus Mundus, some air shards, no problem. Interface, no problems. Cores, no problems. These little mirrors, they don't take much, but they're a little bit awkward. I've got to make 2 of them, so I'm just quickly doing those now. Itor, Permentatio, and Aqua. Just want to see if I've got enough in the system. Currently, I've got this set up, so I've got this thing up here, which allows me to put whatever I need into wherever I need it. Yeah, I've got enough of that. So let's put that in there, and give me the jar of that. Take these off again. And I'm going to have some of this, and give me a jar of that. And this is how I'm doing it at the moment, so that I get everything from these guys when I need them. And the other one was Aqua. And give me some of that. Thank you. So now that can go on here. Let's put that one on top of that, and that one on top of that. I'm shift clicking these, by the way, so they're not actually going on the platforms. They're going to sit on the platforms. And hopefully that'll do me. Let's see. This one seems good. I've got these node stabilizers. I'm just preparing to get this right, but I want that. The ability for the Infusion altar just to draw straight from the system is what I'm after. So I don't have to keep messing around with jars and stuff all the time. Let's see. Well, it's taking everything it needs. I've got these on standby in case there's any problems. Looks okay so far. Just got to keep an eye on the items. It's taking the first iron. It's minor instability, and I've got a fairly stable workspace. I know there's ways to make it even more stabler, but that is it for now. Yes, it is. Good, good. So we need one of those. Well, we need two of those. They're pretty awesome looking though. Ascension mirrors. Okay, and put the other one on there and do the same again. I'm going to just make myself one of these Ascension providers, doing all the things that you need to do, and then I will be back with you. I really want to see it working though. I really want to see this working. Got to get some other bits and pieces. And there's a lot of this that's needed as well. But I can do this, and then once I've got it, I want to see if it can help me do the crafting of these things a lot quicker, because I won't be messing around with all of that all the time. Did it take everything? Is it done? I think so. Awesome. Alright, I'll be back when I've done it. Okay, this is a very unstable one. See if I have any problems. Don't go breaking up. Don't go smashing things about. I've only got spare Salus Mundi and air shards. I haven't got any spares of anything else. So best not crackle and pop anything. It's getting all the essential it needs. It's only doing a little bit of crackling, but it is getting everything it needs. That's good. Okay. Still collecting everything. Nothing zapping yet. I'm happy. I'm happy with this. Uh-oh, I got zapped. At least I got zapped and not some of the things that I can't replace. That's it. Come on. That's it. You can do it. I love this crafting method. Have I said that I actually like this crafting method? I think it's awesome to watch. I was impressed with it right when Thaumcraft did this for the first time. Pretty awesome. Oh, it seems to be fine. Seems to be fine. Seems like I'm recording this just for proof of it being done, rather than to catch any moment that could go wrong. Seems to be working okay. Uh oh, we got something over there. Let's put that on. Thank you. Keep that. You can take your stuff and stick it. There we go. Yep. Are we done? Are we won? Yes, we've won. Oh my days, that's awesome. That's the thing I like about having open sky around my Infusion altar, is any blur, any odd stuff goes up into the ceiling normally, just goes off into space and disappears forever and ever. But now we've got this Infusion provider. Now I'm hoping that just here is going to be big enough. Just here is going to work, I hope. It's currently device offline. Maybe because I've got that hooked up, I need one more channel. Yeah, I might need another channel. Dang it, let's see what I can take off lower down, because I might need that a bit more up here. I don't have anything on other floors, so it's all of this stuff that's on it. So if I take that one out of action there, because I'm not really using that drive anymore, I can always add it on in the future, can't I? Add it back on later. Yeah, there we go. Should be all still okay. Okay. Let's do this. I want to see if I can get this done with this in place. Hopefully. Yeah. Well, it looks like it's online now. Yeah, it's online now. So I've got enough channels for it. Infusion provider. And I believe that I need... Well, let me just check what I need. To do this... Oh, I'm all excited. To do this, which is dangerous instability again, I'm going to need Aram, Ordo, Potentia, and Precantatio. Okay. Aram we sorted out earlier. Yeah. Ordo, I've got plenty, yeah. Precantasia, yeah. And Potentia. Yeah, I've just done a load of redstone for that. That's okay. Okay, that's good, because I've got to do this a few times. So I was trying to make sure that we've got it. I think at least twice I want to do it, really. Oh, man, I'm so nervous now. Right, so we've got it. All 4 corners are going to have redstone, and then the aluminium and the nitor are going on opposite sides. So, yeah, let's put that there. That there. That there. That there. We've got spares then. And then all 4 corners. Well, I don't need these on here anymore, so I can take these off. Let's get rid. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I want to node stabilize. I want to node stabilize. This is the plan of action. Having this up here was very good as well. I feel like my system's just gone completely laggy now, though. My frame rate's just dropped. Since I put that online, feels like it's just dropped. Like, really bad dropped. Let's put that there, that there. Almost like it's probably trying to check every 5 seconds, or every tick, it's checking to see if it needs to provide any Essentia. Not sure that that's not just something else happening on my computer, a Windows update or something, but it felt funny. Okay, so now, a dangerous infusion. Is it going to actually take stuff out of the infusion altar? Man, it's looking horrid already. It's drawing it. Yes, it's drawing it. Awesome. Oh my days, that is such a relief. Okay, so that's in the perfect place to just draw all the Essentia it ever needs now. I've just got to make sure the Essentia's in the system before I start pulling it out for doing things like this. Oh. What's... Taint poison? Get out of it. I'm going to eat a potato to your taint poison. Get away. Okay, got to keep an eye on things, make sure nothing falls off. It's looking good so far. We haven't lost anything yet. This is the big one. Something's going to go wrong. I just know something's going to go wrong because it's a dangerous infusion. And I haven't got that much prevention against instabilities. I've only really got those objects of Arcanum all the way around there. Nothing much to worry about though, it seems. Seems like we're getting through this first time. Awesome. Yeah, are we done? Oh, we are done. Oh, we are so done. Okay. Well, I'm going to put down the 4 blocks I need for the next one. Just to prepare for it. Because I did want to potentially do another one. But let's see how this one works. An advanced node stabilizer. So, if I place this underneath this node, like here, it should go and start stabilizing this node now. That's cool. Oh man, it looks so awesome, doesn't it? Yeah. And this is the plan for this sort of room. I wanted to have some of these node stabilizers. Now, there are other bits and pieces that we can do with node stabilizing, including this harnessing the viz, which is like the next thing that I want to do with the blocks of redstone on the corners and a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Should have everything I need. I want to try and make one of these so that I can use this node transducer. But that is for another time, folks. That is for another time. I'm quite pleased with what we've done today. I'm quite pleased with the advancement I've made in this area. I'm very, very pleased that this has happened. I'm very, very pleased with this has happened. So a lot of little infusion processes to get places, but that is awesome. Do I have any of these things unlocked now? No. No, I don't. Okay. Well, the next thing I'm looking at is getting these sort of things done. The little bits and pieces, see what we can do. Because I know there's methods to make nodes, and I know there's methods to make the shards, and I know there's methods to make the infused stones. So we may as well do a little bit of work on that and clean up some of these quests, because I've noticed that out of the magic mods, I'm currently in the lead with Botania. 69% complete. Mystical Blood, only 56% complete, but we started on that. Thaumaturgy, only 24% complete, but there's most of the quests are in there. There's like a big difference in the number of quests. There's 84 quests there. And bees and trees were up. So out of the 3 magical processes, we're well behind with Thaumcraft, so I figure we'll do a bit more Thaumcraft this week and try and clean up some of these. I'd also like to get into golems this week so that I can start using some golem automation. I think having some golems down in this corner around here, automating some processes, would look cool. What exactly they're going to automate, I do not know just yet. Let me do my final outro shot up here next to this awesome infusion thing that I've just created. Love it. Alright guys, thank you very, very much for watching another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. I'll see you later for some more. Goodbye.